It's the perfect picnic.
It is, but it's not just soggy butties, because there's now worse than a couple of soggy butties rattling around your bag. Is
This is very true.
They'll get squashed by everything, don't they? So I'm going to do something a bit more, a bit classier, a bit posher, but not
Classy's
too posh,
good.
because I'm from Wigan, so I can't go too posh.
Okay.
I'll get disowned. But I'm going to do these Vietnamese summer rolls, they're called, and they're really gorgeous, so customisable. Now, these are spring roll rice paper wrappers.
Right.
So probably not the best thing to hold against a white T-shirt, but
no, indeed.
you can see they're made of rice starches, so they're really quite
Easy
sticky.
to get hold of.
Easy to get hold of in the World Food aisles or Asian supermarkets, but they're really cheap and easy to get hold of.
Lovely.
And all you do is you submerge them in a bit of cold water just for a second.
Right.
And then always do this on a damp, very lightly damp tea towel.
Right.
Otherwise it'll just stick and there's no worse.
That'd be rubbish.
So you can fill them with anything, but I'm going to go for something a bit more traditional in terms of the Vietnamese flavours. So some mint is always good because it's nice and refreshing.
Yeah.
A little bit of coriander, because I love coriander. I've just seen this Thai basil here, so I'm going to Greek basil. This is. I'm going to use a little bit of that as well because it's really flavourful. So I'll put a bit of that on there as well. I've just spotted that, and then just some cucumber for the refreshing. Because what these are is basically it's like they call them salad rolls as well. So it's just a salad in a roll.
Salad in a roll. That sounds good.
And these are nice with little tiny scallops. You can sear those in a bit of butter or something.
Yum.
Let them cool and then put them in here.
Lovely.
But prawns is popular with this as well. A bit of chilli.
Yeah.
And the good thing about these is that if you've got kids, you can make them with kids and they can customise them themselves. And
it's like when you have crispy duck. Crispy duck is great fun, isn't it? Making up the wee parcels.
Messy.
Really messy, but that's okay.
Hold on your chin, but it's worth it, isn't it?
Fine. So there's a little bit of prawns going in there.
Bit of prawns. And these noodles, these are the rice vermicelli noodles.
Right.
So all you need to do for these, like one of those noodle pots, is just pour some hot water on it.
And then it's...
Without less MSG. Obviously, it's just the noodles.
Yeah.
And then they reconstitute themselves. And they're really quite... They're not very high in calories. They're quite balanced. They're really quite good for you.
Pretty healthy.
Yeah, really healthy. And you can make them as healthy as you need.
Exactly.
You know, Sally B can make them really healthy if she wants to.
And then you can put a wee treat in there, depending on how you're doing.
A Mars bar. Chocolate bar.
You can't have Mars.
Something. And then deep fry it. And then all you need to do is like a fish and chip wrapper, just wrap it round and then roll, because it's a roll, so just roll it up.
That's good fun.
So it's really easy to do. And if it splits a little bit, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
And because you've wetted them, they get really tacky.
Right.
Those rice starches get really tacky and lovely. So anything you want can go in there.
It's good.
Now, the sauce, I like it really spicy, and I know you do.
I do.
So I've got some peanut butter in there, some crunchy peanut butter for texture.
Yum.
And I'm going to add the juice of 1 lime. Now, if you've got this lime is really stubborn. It's really stubborn. So what you can do is put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds on a high heat.
Does that bring the juice out?
It brings the juices out. I'm just going to give up on this. It's redundant. So my redundant lime, but a full juice of 1 lime in there. Now, I've got here some Dean a few weeks ago made...
That chilli sauce
with his chicken shawarma, his chilli sauce. So this was in the fridge.
Right,
so
you're just using it?
I've commandeered his chilli sauce. I'm going to use this. Or you can use sriracha, which is the Vietnamese or Thai chilli sauce, or just a really hot chilli sauce. It's got to be hot.
Yeah.
You've got to have it hot.
Got to go for it.
Unless you've got kids, and then use it. You should use sweet chilli if you wanted to.
Sure.
So then I'm going to put some soy sauce in there as well, because obviously the Asian flavours. I need that salty kick.
This is really my kind of grub. I love all this food.
This is so
good.
good.
Don't you? It's just, we're so lucky in this country to have so much variety in
Yeah,
our grub.
we are very lucky indeed. And it's so accessible as well now, isn't it? All these ingredients are everywhere. Bit of fish sauce in there as well. And I'm going to bring that sauce together in a second, just to a nice smooth but crunchy from that peanut butter. And then, another little life hack I've got here, it's not really a recipe, it's embarrassingly easy this, but there's nothing wrong with that, is it's called a muffalata, I think it's called. Muffalata. And it sounds Italian, and it's Italian inspired, but actually it's from the New Orleans. So the bread was what was the Sicilian part of things. It was traditionally a sesame-seeded loaf. We've not got one of those now. But it's just the inspiration from that. So all you need to do is hack out the bread from the loaf.
Right.
That's why a loaf with a good crust is great for this. Now, don't throw that away, obviously. Crisp it up in a bit of butter or something a bit lighter, maybe, and you've got some croutons.
Perfect.
Or if it's stale, give it to the birds.
Yeah.
But, you know, don't waste it.
Throw it away.
Don't throw it away. So I've got here I've just chopped up some olives, got some capers in there, shallots, bit of red wine vinegar, just for that really acerbic, pungent hit that you like in a sandwich, in a butty. Now, I would actually personally put mayonnaise in a butty, because if it's not got mayo in it, it's not a butty.
True.
Maybe a bit of butter as well. But this again is customisable, and you'll see there's no cooking involved.
No, I
Dead
like
easy.
this, yeah.
So
It's basically assembling.
It's assembling.
It is assembling.
And sometimes, you know, people might think, oh, this is chef assembling, but There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Some mozzarella slices in there as well. And again, anything can go in this. You could even do a sweet version with like a chocolate hazelnut spread or something.
Oh, that'd be good.
Or you could really customise it. So put some mozzarella in there. And mozzarella's a great cheese because it doesn't go all gooey and on a hot day. It stays. It's got quite integrity, hasn't it?
Yes.
And then some Parma ham or Serrano ham, whatever you've got.
Lovely.
Pop that in there. And then all I'm going to do is pop the lid on.
Yeah.
And then we've got picnic stuff ready to go.
Right, but that's not, you don't do that just for one person. That's a Desperate Dan sandwich.
That's for me.
Right.
That's a hefty Wigan sandwich, a hefty Wigan lad sandwich. But perhaps for you, dainty little thing, we'll halve it or
Maybe half
put it
it.
into
Maybe
quarters
share.
for you. Maybe share.
Yeah, perhaps.
I'll
I
share
think
with
so.
you. There's a first time for everything. But
I
I'll
look
share.
forward to that. That's brilliant. Thank you. Looks great.